Obviously, we're very excited about this year, about what we're doing. Before you ask it, I'll go ahead and tell you the goal is not repeating. We don't even talk about that. In fact, I tell the coaches, don't wear your rings around, unless it's this type of an event, that year's gone. Most of those players are gone. This is a new team, and we're working very hard to be the best we can be right now. And working very hard to get ready for our scrimmage next week versus Toombs, and our first game versus Jenkins. So if you focus on anything past that, in my opinion, in my experience, you fail. So that's what we're working on, and these guys have worked really, really hard throughout this past year, along with the other 100-plus cadets that are putting in the time and have worked really hard and really fast all summer in this preseason so far. So very excited, and obviously I have Luke Kromenhoek here with me as our quarterback. He's done a great job, or did a great job last year as a strong safety and receiver. And I just want to mention him publicly here. To be able to do that in this day and time of the transfer portal, everybody in the world calling, all the trainers and uncles and all that stuff calling, saying, hey, you can come start here and then transfer back as quarterback, because he is a Division I quarterback. And he said, no, I want to stay here and win the championship. And that's unique, that's special, that shows character. And boy, did he ever. He played strong safety and receiver for us, and just had an incredible season. We wouldn't have won it without him. And then, of course, Za'Quan Bryan over here, who has committed to Minnesota, had an incredible career for us, which I fully anticipated when he got there, or got here to BC. And such a special athlete, can do so many things, offensively, defensively, return game. And what most people don't know, he's probably one of the nicest young men you'll ever meet, thanks to Dooley, who everybody knows, and his family that's done a great job in raising him. So we're very excited.
His real name's Anthony.
I just found that out. I've known him for 8 years, and I didn't know. No, I knew that, but nobody calls him Anthony. But very excited about this year. Very excited about what's coming. Anxious to see how we can handle ourselves, because we're replacing entire offensive line, which is very difficult. And we've got about 12 guys vying for those spots, and they've been battling very hard. And Coach Coleman, one of my assistant head coaches, does a great job with that position. It could be midway through the season and before we've established that, and which isn't necessarily great news for this guy right here, but he's the type of guy that can handle it very well. Obviously, I mentioned what we've got coming in the next couple of weeks, and then we make a trip to Miami to play Christopher Columbus. They're very excited about that, and I think it's a very neat opportunity for these young men to be able to experience that in high school, what they're going to experience in college, and making those type of trips and having those experiences. And Christopher Columbus in Miami, if you don't know, is the largest private school in Miami, and they won the 8A state championship runner-up last year, and won the 8A state championship the year before. So they're pretty darn good, and we're going to do that every year. We play Bowles later this year. We play Westminster. We play Ware County again, and we've already, I was told not to say this yesterday, but we've already established some other games where we'll be making major trips.
Nice save.
Yeah. Thank you.
You guys got any questions?
Yeah, with you replacing the entire offensive line, this question's for all of you. I'm sure those guys are gamers. They're gonna, establish the standard, but it takes time to build chemistry. It's gonna be different than having all veterans last year. How do you have to adjust your scheme? How do you have to adjust your offense to account for the fact that they might not have the same cohesion right away that last year's group did?
Yeah, well, first of all, yes, that's very true, and it's going to take time. It doesn't matter, it takes time. And I said this at our alumni function 2 nights ago. We could be midway through the season and be 2-3, and which is not acceptable around here, but it could be 2-3 and still make a run for a championship. That's where we're at. That's the level we're playing. One, as far as the offensive line replacing those, his skill set, Luke's skill set, will help with that, because he can run. He can really run, and I think his mindset, because he loves contact. He loves to run. He wants to compete. It doesn't matter, and he's not the type that's going to get frustrated if he gets sacked. He's not going to all of a sudden start yelling at the offensive line. He's just going to next play, and I've seen it in everything he's done.
And, as far as you, Luke, as far as leading the offensive line, calling out protections, what have you kind of had to do to help that transition along?
Right, for sure. They're all new guys, getting adjusted, learning the plays. I've just had to be patient with them and, help them out any way I can and just always encourage them.
I know it's going to be Luke's first start quarterback for the team, but you guys have a relationship going back as receiver quarterback a while back, I believe. Can you talk about that and what you think he's going to bring you guys to do to bring to the offense?
Yeah, going back on that, me and Luke played together since we were little. So our chemistry, is real tight. And as long as we bring that chemistry to our team and the offensive line, I feel like we'll be real good this year.
One guy I wanted to ask about that actually Luke pointed out when I asked him, who the breakout potential guys were was Thomas Blackshear. I know with Justin there, he didn't get a ton of carries last year. What have you seen from him, all of you in camp this year, and do you think he figures to be a bigger part of the offense this time around?
Yes, he will be. Actually, what we're planning on doing right now is that role that Justin played, Za'Quan will move to that. So he will get more touches in the run game than he probably has in the past. Thomas will then kick to the receiver, and Thomas is, yes, a very athletic, huge potential guy. He's still young and has to learn how to play within the rules of how we do things, and how we do things is very specific, and they're not changing.
Right, I just wanted to show them, leadership and, get the trust of everybody and just go out and be the best player I can and the best leader I can and just the best overall player for this team and the players and show them that they can trust me.
I got a question, and I got one for Za'Quan too, but for you play with your brother now. Your brother's not going to be there. What's that going to be like?
Yes, sir. It's a bittersweet moment. We went out on a great note, winning the state championship together. So that was a dream come true. But he's going off to do big things in college, and I'm just focused on this season and being the best player I can be.
Are you going to have the same mentality? You want to bring the wood on offense as you did on defense?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Za'Quan, okay, Southern guy, Minnesota. Did Anthony Dooley, Brian tell you how cold it's going to be up there? And what was so what made you choose Minnesota?
Minnesota felt like home. They made me feel like I was still down here in Savannah. They told me the truth. They've been honest with me from the front. But the coaches really showed me love. They stayed in contact with me every single day. And most coaches didn't do that, but Minnesota, they did that every single day. They text me, they FaceTime me, so that really showed me how much they cared about me. So that's why I chose Minnesota.
You gonna learn how to ice fish? Because I know you like to fish.
Yes, sir.
All right, got 2 minutes rule here, guys.
Za'Quan, do you have a favorite route? If so, what is it, and why is it your favorite?
I would say my favorite route will have to be post corner, because a lot of corners and safeties fall for the post, but me and Luke connection, Luke knows where to put it at. If it's not there, then it's not there, but if it's there, he's gonna put it in the right spot, and that's why I love him.
Coach Britt, closing comments.
No, thank you guys for having me. Having all of us. I think it's really a unique thing, very special. So very cool for these guys to be able to experience this.
We're good.